And hello and welcome to a series that I've been meaning to cover for ages. I'm Dazza and this is Nuclear Throne. Brilliant little game. It's pretty cheap on Steam. I forget exactly how much right now. It's made by Vlambeer. They also made Gun Gods and Luftrausers and various other pretty cool little games. So this is, Nuclear Throne. It's a brilliant kind of roguelike. Yeah, it's not even roguelite, it's just roguelike. So you got your characters down here. I'm just gonna go Fish because it's the first one on the list. Fish isn't my usual character that I play, but this is the game. It's, you sort of kind of, just shoot things. So Fish, like each character has special abilities, like some passive, some active. But as Fish, his passive ability is that he gets more ammo, which is pretty damn useful in a game that needs ammo. Okay. See, this one, I recorded this ages ago, but the problem is this game is very fast and things happen so much it's difficult to talk about. Okay, you get the green stuff, experience, or radiation, you level up, so you choose a mutation. And it's just an ability, really. These are some not great ones. I'm going to go with Gamma Guts, just because as Fish you can roll into dudes, so dudes who don't do contact damage, it's a bit more suited to Fish. So as you can see, he can roll. He gets more ammo and he can roll. That's Fish's thing. Just roll right into that giant maggot. That's cool. That's all fine. So yeah, these are bandit dudes and you get experience, which is radiation. And the red chests are weapon chests, the yellow ones are ammo chests. And you get a laser pistol. It's all random, obviously, and randomly generated levels. The general sort of thing that you'd expect from roguelikes these days. I'm hoping that there's not going to be too much background noise since I'm recording this while there's people in the house. I usually don't do that, but I really wanted to put something up tonight, and I didn't really want to put together a TF2 video. So we're playing Nuclear Throne. So in the third level of World 1, we get the boss. That's Big Bandit. And he's pretty easy, really. But don't worry, this game gets a lot harder. The first world, even for me, is pretty easy, which is just the desert, as it looks like. Of course, I'm busy talking, I'm taking a lot of stupid hits, so I'm probably not going to get very far. But Fish isn't my best character anyway. That'll come. But yep, kill all the enemies in a stage and you get past it. And this is more like it, yeah. More HP from medkits, you can run through some walls, higher ammo max, and corpses fly and hit harder. All not bad, all not really bad. Hammerhead I sometimes take with some characters, but it can actually be useful for later on, but it's just really freaking hectic. There's tons of dudes. You just need to kind of run into a wall and keep yourself a little bit of cover. I'm just gonna go second stomach, because this game is... The cool thing about this game is it's very, very updated. Like, they try to push out a pretty major patch every week on Saturdays, and they're pretty consistent with that. It's only sometimes where just things are going on that they may not put one out. But this game isn't actually that far off from... It's still in early access, but it's actually not far off from being properly made. I've not followed the developers too much, but somebody who knows more about it, I'm sure you probably all know, is Star, the TF2 sensation. He does a lot of Nuclear Throne stuff. He could probably say more than I could, so you'd probably want to watch his videos. That's a good way to say about mine. Alright, so you get a bazooka, and the thing about the sewers, which is World 2 here, is these little manholes, if you blow them up, which I can do with the bazooka, is a secret level! Which is actually really good, because usually this would just go into the next world, but if you open up that manhole, you get into a second level, which will give you more radiation and ammo and possibly a decent weapon. So it's definitely advised that you do it if you can. It's not a very big level, just, it's the pizza sewers. It's got 4 turtles and a rat. I mean, take that as you will, whether that's a reference, I don't think it is. But, yeah. Anyway, okay. Just trying to keep on top of all this. Max ammo, recycle gland, most hit bullets become ammo, that's pretty useful. So you can just spam a gun and if you're hitting dudes, you're going to get bullets back a lot of the time. Or more items or extra feet. Just move faster. I'm going to go recycle gland. It's the typical kind of game where you sort of want to make a build and sort of stick with it, depending on what mutations you get. But in similar kind of vein of games like the Binding of Isaac, you don't have a whole lot of choice sometimes. Like, yeah, I can get a decent bullet weapon, but it's completely down to luck if I get good mutations that synergize well with bullet weapons. But this game is actually, it doesn't have an ending, sorta. I mean, you start looping. Once you get past the final boss and all that, you then proceed to start over again. Except it's way harder. There's tons more dudes, and as you go through the levels again, it's actually like all kinds of enemies, not just these enemies that are in the first loop. Like here, there'll be like just tons of way advanced enemies every time, and for every loop you go in, there's one extra some bosses. Things like Big Bandit, like your first actual loop would be your second time through. Would be there's 2 Big Bandits and then 3. Of course, I don't get that far very often because I'm not very good. There's some characters that I definitely do better with. Fish is pretty good. He's a well-rounded character, to be honest, but I don't know, I find Fish a little bit boring. I mean, he is really good. You can seriously break the game with this character, with the amount of ammo that you can pick up and get from it. If you get the right weapons and mutations, you could seriously break this game. More than it breaks itself sometimes. There are still some pretty big bugs in it. And I do apologise if there's some things that I'm not going on about. It's just, as I already said, it's a fast-paced game, it's difficult to keep on top of everything, but I'm sure I don't have to explain everything. Like you saw there, the crows, they can fly and all that. You know, that's all pretty standard stuff. And so you get +2 extra life. I don't think I'll take that because I want to, there's another mutation that does well with not having a higher max, especially now that I've got second stomach, and I'll go over that if we find it. Better accuracy, only really good with guns that have really big spreads like miniguns. It's pretty nice for that. I'm gonna go Lucky Shot. Some kills regenerate ammunition. So basically, Fish is just all about getting ammo. Oh god. See, this is usually what kills me. It's just I spawn in the middle of a lot of dudes. And that's Big Dog. So Big Dog, really not that bad, depending on like what situation you get put into. But his attacks are all pretty slow. The main issue is those sniper guys, they'll often spawn behind him, and so they keep shooting at you, but you can't shoot them because Big Dog is so fat. And I didn't get the weapon chest. That's fine, if you miss the weapon chest in a couple levels, you have a chance of getting a big weapon chest that spawns 3 weapons. So sometimes it's worth waiting for that. Some characters benefit better from it. I've been using this assault rifle so much, I think forgetting about my laser pistol. Lasers are really good. Especially if you get the mutation that makes laser weapons do more damage. You can get certain ones with that. It's really damn good. I'm just going to drop that for this. Double flame shotgun. One of the better weapons in the game. Of course, once you get to the looping where like there's just a ton of really powerful enemies, you need something that just does a hell of a lot of AoE damage. Just something that basically explodes the whole level. Otherwise, you're not going to last very long, which is what usually happens with me. To be honest, the fact that I've gotten this far is pretty surprising. There's 7 areas. Yeah, there's 7 areas. And it goes like, you know, the first area has 3 levels, the second has 1. And then Scrapyard that we were just in has 3, and now this is the Crystal Caves, which is just 1. And kind of goes like that. Ooh, that's a... I'm taking it. Energy Sword, I don't care. So I'm not using the Recycle Gland mutation anymore, but that's fine. Stress, higher rate of fire as your HP gets lower. And it's Thrown Butt. Everybody gets Thrown Butt. It's basically an improved version of your kind of active ability. So for Fish it would be... Yeah, I'm actually going to take it. None of those are the ones with that particularly good. Just mainly so I can show it. But first... Oh god. I kind of wish I took Hammerhead now. So I could... That's usually what happens. They just spawn you in a fucking corner and you just get absolutely destroyed. Unless you're actually good. Okay, so we're going to back out of there. Going to go through it again. There's Crystal. Crystal, I mean, he gets more HP and he can shield. Crystal's a pretty basic character, good for if you're first starting out. Is good for kind of just staying alive, but I don't play Crystal really ever. I don't find him very interesting. Eyes is pretty awesome. You can see in the dark, which isn't that really good, but he has telekinesis, so you can sort of like pull dudes towards you, or you can like spread bullets, so like a bunch of bullets are coming at you. You can like just spread using your telekinesis to kind of like make them slightly curve and so they don't hit you, depending how fast they are, of course, and how well you move. Melting, one of the hardest ones, because he has like hardly any HP. Pretty much anything, almost anything, can just one-shot you as melting. But he gets more XP, and he can explode corpses, which is damn good for later on when there's just tons of enemies. You kill a few, and then you explode those corpses, and then you explode the corpses that creates, and you just can explode everything. Really good if you can actually get far enough and get good mutations with melting. Plant I've been growing to really like. You can shoot snares that trap enemies, so they can't really move very much. And he's naturally faster. His thrown butt's really good as well. YV, I used to love him, but realised that he's kind of not that great. Young Venus, high rate of fire, and he can shoot 2 shots at the same time. He's not that great, but he's really cool. Check him out. Steroids, big ass guy. He can shoot 2 guns. He can use both his weapons at the same time. Less accurate, but he's really cool. He's really good. Robot I've really liked. He can eat guns to get ammunition. So, you know, if there's guns you don't really want, you can eat them up and you get your ammo for them. Chicken, probably one of the worst. He can slow down things. I've not used him for ages. Well, it's actually a she. Chicken, I don't know if her slow down time thing actually works. I think it was kind of glitched for a while. It wasn't working very well. I don't know. Rebel, for a long time, was considered possibly the best character in the game. She was crazy. She can take damage and split into other like rebels that follow you around and fight things for you. And Portal Seal, it's really good. This is the secret character. I know how to get him, but I probably will eventually, assuming I actually put this up and do more videos of it. And Rogue, not very good. She was teased for a long time before being added to the game. When she takes damage, she explodes. Like, doesn't take more damage, but her armor explodes. It's really good. Kinda. The IDPD, which I don't think I got to show off, like the IDPD, the Interdimensional Police Department, that come at you sometimes, depending on things. They're always after you as rogues, so that kind of sucks. And she has Portal Strike, which is kind of cool, but it's really not powerful enough. So out of that, I'm actually going to just go Plant, because I've been playing Plant more. I wasn't planning on explaining all that, but I kind of got into a bit of a roll. So, we're back in. Plant, as you can see, moves faster. Plant is really cool at doing that, and can shoot these snares that like trap dudes. And if you get the thrown butt for Plant, the improved version, when dudes get down to 40% of their health, if they get hit with the snare, they instantly die, which is damn good for fighting bosses. Especially the final boss, it even works with that. So, it's really good. I quite like Plant. I really do. I've grown to like Plant more and more, which is cool because I don't think Plant is really played that much. Screwdriver, no. Screwdriver can actually be used if you take it all the way through to the scrapyard. It can be used, god damn it, to get into another secret area. Ooh, this is what I get for talking. Yeah, I wasn't expecting this video to be great gameplay because, you know, I'm so busy trying to explain everything, I'm probably going to be awful at it. Not that I'm great anyway. Plus melee range, I don't have any melees, don't have any lasers. You can't die from explosions. You know, your health doesn't go below 4 HP from explosions, or you can just get some HP. I'm actually going to say Bloodlust, you know, I'm trying to vary out the mutations I take. Some of them are just really not very good. Or at least, I don't know, maybe they're good in certain situations, but... Oh, well, you're dead. Alright then. Big bandit. And you're dead. Did I? Yeah, okay. Sweet. Got a machine gun. Obviously better than the revolver. I don't know if it does more or less damage. All I know is it shoots faster. Which is good enough for me. It's something you really want. This isn't a game of precision. This is a game of destroy absolutely everything. Alright, and you want to make sure you grab everything before going through the portal. So you kind of have to be careful, like know where the portal's going to open. Though sometimes that doesn't work out very well. Alright. Am I going to sneeze? I don't. Strong Spirit. As you can see, one shot that would kill you, that gives you a chance of redemption. Like if you're at 1 health and you take a hit while you still have Strong Spirit active, you'll survive that hit. And then you have to recharge back up to full HP before you can like get it again. That halo appears over you. Or you can get Patience, which basically just saves this mutation for the next level. So if you don't like what the selection is, you can just hit that and you can like choose another one, regardless if you level up. It just like kind of saves it. Well, I'm going to take Strong Spirit, because you'll see that I'll now have a halo over Lance's little head. While that's there, I have Strong Spirit active. So, a shot that would kill me, it won't. Then I have to get back to full HP before it's reactivated. It can be quite useful, honestly. Music is pretty cool. Well, I don't play with the music on very much. It's like you hear it a little bit, but then it's kind of just want to listen to my own stuff. Actually, no. I'm playing it smart. I forgot I have my grenade launcher, meaning I can open up the way to the pizza sewers if I find the manhole cover, wherever it may be. Usually it's always... It ends up being covered up by a corpse somewhere. In fact, chances are it's... Oh, I think it's... Yeah, it usually ends up being covered up. There we go. Sweet. Alrighty. Gotta be careful with these guys. They have a habit of just like kind of rolling around really fast. Oh, thought I was fish for a moment there. Tried to roll. 2 toxic launchers. God damn. Alright. Toxic weapons aren't that great. They basically just explode sort of like grenades do, but then they like have a toxic cloud that damages like both you and the enemy, so kind of bad. Kills lower your reload time. Trigger fingers, pretty good. Or last wish, full health and some ammo, which there's not many situations where you'd take last wish, really. Because, you know, it's an entire mutation that doesn't last, you know, it just gives you health and ammo. Unlike these, there are abilities that will always be with you throughout the run. I'm gonna take trigger fingers. So when I kill a dude, like, you'll see, it's a bit more difficult to see with this machine gun since it's a fast-firing weapon anyway. But if I shoot a grenade launcher, if you look in the top left, like when you shoot it, it's got that kind of like a cooldown sort of thing. That's your reload time. So technically you are always reloading. You don't have to press a button for it. But kill a dude and it'll just instantly reload. Which is really good for some of the later weapons, are just really powerful but are really slow reload. Things like a super plasma cannon. That thing is, oh god, that thing just destroys everything, but it has like a 8-second cooldown or something. It's ridiculous. So if you can get trigger fingers with that, which used to be called Racing Mind. I actually prefer Racing Mind, but whatevs. I'm gonna take the SMG. So yeah, you kind of need things like trigger fingers when you got something really slow reloading like that. Okay, now I have an SMG, which is another bullet weapon, but as you can see it's a much bigger spread. But it shoots faster than even the machine gun. So this is one of the weapons that, oh god, this is one of the weapons that will be affected by Eagle Eyes for the better accuracy. It'll be much straighter. Sometimes I'd take a, I mean I generally want it if I had a minigun, or even a double minigun, which is in the game. Just a straight up one weapon. It's just a weapon called the double minigun. It's just 2 miniguns strapped together. It's pretty cool. Alright, yeah, this ammo box, that always gives you ammo for weapons that you don't have, but if you can get it open, like, because you can open up, chests open up when a portal spawns near them, so if you can get a portal to spawn near that, it actually gives you ammo for things you already have, so that's pretty cool. I'm just going to get recycled land. Hopefully, oh, yes, perfect. Triple machine gun. Oh, but am I going to last? Maybe? Yes? Alright, alright, alright. Okay. Triple machine gun. Basically, as you'd imagine, it's a machine gun, but triple. Oh, and a hyper rifle. Hyper Rifle is just a really fast, really good, really fast weapon. It shoots in 5-round bursts, which is pretty cool, but you kind of need to be able to keep, you can go through ammo really fast. But I'd rather have the triple minigun because it shoots, you know, a big spread. Forgetting to use my snare. Alright. And so that. Because even those missiles are counted as living things, so you have to destroy them to open the portal. Alright, back in the crystal caves. Oh Jesus, I just blew myself up with that, like, on a prop. I did not notice the crystal down there. The crystal in the bottom left, I did not notice it. Oh, you have to have your eyes open in this game. 21 minutes, I'm gonna go one more run as... You know, let's go steroids. Steroids is really fun, though I've not played him for quite a while. So, it starts with 2 revolvers and I can shoot them both at the same time. So it's like having a really fast firing machine gun right off the bat. Now, a good technique with steroids is that, remember how I said if you miss the weapon chests for a couple levels, you get a big one? 2 revolvers as steroids off the bat, really powerful for early on. So it's not really worth taking the weapon chest. So I'm gonna lure this guy down here. These bandits don't shoot while you're near them, so you can kind of lure them around so that the portal wouldn't open that weapon chest. Definitely worth taking back muscle, because as you can imagine, shooting both weapons at the same time, you can go through ammo really fast. I'm gonna take that. He's pretty useful. I really like steroids. Oh, look at that. Lucky me. Got a big chest right after that as well. Pop gun, super fast firing. Doesn't have as much range, but pretty good. Crossbow, also really good, but I want an explosive weapon, so I'll go with this. Be careful with pop gun though. Early on, it can really just go through ammunition really fast. See, if I was robot, I could be eating all those guns that I had to left behind and get ammo. Okay. Oh, jeez. Got myself in a bad situation, but pop gun gets me out of it. As you can see, big bandit, not much of a pain. Although he does have, like, see, I could just go double grenade launcher, which I have done. It's quite fun, to be honest, but you won't last very long with it. You know what? Screw it. This video's probably going to end soon anyway, so I'm just gonna, for the sake of coolness, I'm worth a double grenade launcher. Have 2. Ah! Nearly blew myself up there. Alright. And so that's shotgun shoulders. If you have like shotguns, the shells will bounce off of walls more. So it's good for if you have like double shotguns that just shoot tons of shots, like a bunch of pellets. I'll go rhino skin, so I now have 12 HP rather than the 8. Useful. Useful. Now here's the issue with double grenade launchers. These fast little slippery rats are a bit more difficult to deal with than those big guys that spawn green rats. Yeah, that's what I get for going double grenade launcher. Still, really good game. I'll probably make more videos of this. Hopefully, hopefully this wasn't a complete bad video. But it's really good, really great game. I highly recommend this game, especially if you like these kind of like just fast-paced shooters. Because unlike like The Binding of Isaac, that game is kind of slow in that it can take like up to an hour to get through a full playthrough of Binding of Isaac. Nuclear Throne, you can get through like to start looping in like 10-15 minutes. So you know, it's like Binding of Isaac, if you get in far and then you die, you have to start from the very beginning again. Here, if you die, you can get back there pretty quickly. So, it's really good, especially if you like these kind of roguelikes. I highly recommend Nuclear Throne. and if this video wasn't completely atrocious, I will happily do more, because I really love this game. I've started playing it again, and it's great. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in whatever I do next. And yeah. Also, if I really would like some criticism, like, if there's anything I can do to make my videos better, please do feel free to comment or whatever, because I really would like to hear, like, how I could, you know, I want to hear feedback, you know, I really do. I want to try and make myself better. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time in whatever I'll do. Good night.